Okay.
So when they're asking what is cash flow, sales growth, EBIT on our thing, on our write-up,
Uh-huh.
are they asking specifically what this company's numbers are, or are they asking what that means?
Let me see.
Do you know what I mean?
I thought they were asking like for a definition.
Because I was going to put a definition, but if he's looking for the actual numbers of what those are, then I mean, I can do that, but
Let's see. I'm trying to get here to this. That write-up, I thought I already had it open.
you're fine.
I think it would say it more specifically than it does if it was asking for what the company's numbers were,
Okay,
because it just says what is cash flow, sales growth, etc.
that's how I took it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
Let's see.
All right. Okay. So now I've got everything open here. So did you guys on this like second page? Did you guys good on this? Have any questions on this one?
Hold on, sorry.
Okay. Scott, were you able to get the whole spreadsheet done?
Yes, there is an answer key on the last tab.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was helpful, but and checking answers and such, I was able to figure some of it out, but I'm not sure that I fully understand everything that's going on with it though.
So this was the one that I was working on, just barely trying to figure out how to get this. Were you able to get it to make it all the way to December without running out of cash?
I did, but I don't know if there's like an actual way you're supposed to figure that out other than just playing around with it.
Well, I think it's guesswork because that's what he did say that in the video.
Oh, did he?
He said, don't be so precise. It's all, even not being precise, like I don't, yeah.
Yeah, let me up here. I can tell you what I did to get it.
Yeah, I would be interested to see.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I guess what I did here was like, if you just don't pay him in December 2 months in a row, you can make it work for this deal. But then where does that leave you in January the next year?
Yeah,
I need to worry
exactly.
about that.
No. Well, the scenario ends, so who cares about what happens in January?
Right?
I'm not sure on that.
So all I did was I selected no on August for paying the suppliers. I did not pay the suppliers in August, November, or December. And then I selected to,
Aren't you supposed to pay them every month though?
Every other is what it said that you could do whatever you want, but it didn't recommend delaying more than 2 months.
Okay.
So does that mean you could skip 2 months?
I think it means every other month, right? I don't know.
Yeah, because it says you should not go more than 2 consecutive months. Oh, so more than 2 consecutive. That means to me that like, you
Oh.
probably could get away with doing 2 consecutive ones. You just can't do 3 in a row.
Hmm.
You guys understand that?
Yeah, I got that.
That that seems like such a terrible business practice.
They're the ones that set the parameters, though. Not us.
Yep.
I agree with you, though. I think that's, yeah, not great.
Yes, I selected to not pay the, or yeah, not pay the supply, or yeah, not pay the suppliers in August, November, or December. And then for that top line, the accounts receivable, I did January, September, October, and November.
Interesting. Okay, so what is your cash at the end?
My cash is 334,778.
Oh, okay, so you got a little bit more than I had.
So do
I
we
guess
just,
the
sorry.
the other thing I changed, I forgot to mention, was the target inventory levels. I think like when we first pulled up the document, it was automatically set to 4,
Yeah.
and I dropped that down to 3.
Okay, so I'm gonna put mine. I have mine at 2.9. I'm gonna put it at 3. So that's good.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I wasn't sure why I had selected yes on January for the accounts receivable cell. I just switched that to no, and I think it still leaves everything positive for me,
Oh, gotcha.
and it increases cash at the end just a little bit. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for this. I was just trying a whole bunch of different things until it worked.
Interesting.
I guess part of my thinking was if you discount your account receivable too many times, then it's like you're
You're losing
not
it.
bringing in as much revenue.
Yeah.
That kind of got me thinking about how we probably didn't want to do that too much.
Yeah, I completely agree. That was one of those things that I was thinking about. And so as I was trying it, just different things. So I didn't have the chance to go through and like kind of do the process of elimination and see, okay, what I could really start doing. So you ended up with
Yeah.
what was it, 330 something?
Yeah, 335.
And you have, does yours look just like this?
Oh, the one thing that's different is I have no selected on September. No, I'm sorry. I have no selected on August and yes selected on September.
For which one is that? On
Oh,
the,
for the top line. Oh, and then on that middle line, it's yes in September and no in August.
oh, gotcha. 335,000. There it is.
Is that all you did, was just switching when you paid them and when you sold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I thought that was kind of an interesting point that he made in his video about like how companies can be profitable, but if they're not managing when they receive their cash and when they pay it out, then they can go bankrupt.
This is something that we've been kind of dealing with in our family's business, or my family's business. We have a new office manager, and she's very new to. She's done some aspects of like accounts receivable, accounts payable, and that stuff, but not a whole lot. And so she was cutting all these checks, and I asked her, I'm like, now you make sure we have money in the bank account to like pay all these checks, right? And she's like, I think they're
Oh,
like, well, you better check and make sure that we've gotten paid for the stuff that we're getting ready to pay out. And so it definitely can happen that we know that eventually when we get paid, we're going to make money. But I was able to see a real life example of this in our business just this week. So,
Oh, that's
that is
crazy.
scary.
so luckily there definitely was enough money in the bank account, but that was just something she had never thought of, like just didn't cross her mind. And I'm like, yeah, we can't just go writing checks just because. So it's always interesting to learn those things firsthand.
Sorry, I'm not very helpful. Is it just that one worksheet that we're doing? Everything else we just look at and utilize, right?
So there's a little bit of math to do in 2, a little bit of math to do in 3, but pretty much it's just selecting like the numbers and what they correspond from like the data down below.
Oh, I see. All the green is what we're doing. Got it.
Yes. So, and if you want, we can go through that.
That would be amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a math person. My sister's getting her degree in accounting, and I'm just gonna call her.
We needed to have our meeting tomorrow night and just brought her on the call then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Different sister. Different sister.
Oh,
Oh,
That sister's in Wyoming. This sister visiting me is a aerial gymnast performer.
wow.
She won't be very helpful for this. So
that's funny.
yeah.
So on this, the number 2 worksheet.
Unit economics.
Yep.
Okay. I'm looking at mine. I'm not looking at yours, but I can go back.
Whichever you want to do. So I mean, it's pretty easy. All you're trying to do is find the break-even units, and so then to do that, you take the monthly cost and divide them by the price per unit.
Okay, I saw him do that. I didn't get through his whole video, but I did see him do that. Sorry, you're dividing the monthly overhead by the margin, right?
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Okay. I'm assuming we all have the same, so I have 388 and 1518.
Yep. And the cool thing is that they have like those little check marks there. If they're
Yeah,
right. And then the X,
really
they're an
cool.
X if they're wrong.
I'm so glad.
Yes, I was glad for this one, the 3A, because I had to play around with it a little bit, only because I was dumb and didn't have my screen zoomed out far enough to see all this information below. I'm like trying to figure out, manually calculate the EBIAT, and then I happen to scroll my screen just a little bit down and I see it's already calculated out for me.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck? Well,
The green box is kind of misleading. It looks like it should just all be right.
yes, yeah.
Wait, okay, so I'm trying to see this. So you just typed in EBIAT from January then?
Yeah, I just did like a direct cell reference to that that one. I just hit equals and then clicked on the EIAT.
Okay. Yeah, it
but
says that's right. Okay.
and then on like these ones, like the accounts receivable, you have to take these into consideration, like the multiplying factors here.
Oh, I see.
So basically that one is like the revenue times 2 equals your receivables.
Let me see. Plus- Let me see if I know what you mean.
That kind of like them saying you have 2 accounts and both of those accounts you're receiving the same amount.
Yeah.
Are you guys decent at accounting? You think?
I'm okay with it. I was better when I had a few accounting classes in a row, and so I got pretty good. And then I've had almost a year or more without any accounting classes. So yeah, it's a little rusty. This is my first class getting back into this kind of stuff again. And so
Yeah, it's similar with me. I've taken accounting classes in the past, but it's been a number of years.
Yeah, I think there's only what 2 or 3 for this degree that you have to take. And they were really hard for me personally.
yeah.
But so sorry, I don't have to ask you how to do all of these if you don't want.
No, it's
That's
fine.
my husband instead. But um how did you do inventory? I'm assuming you multiplied. Maybe I just need to look this up.
So see under the assumptions,
Yeah, you've got inventory, monthly, cost of goods
goods
sold.
sold. Yep. So that inventory divided by your monthly cost of goods sold equals 2. So then basically you can just say that your monthly cost of goods sold times 2 equals your inventory. You just kind of work the equation backwards.
Sorry, say that again. Your cost of goods sold.
Times 2 equals your inventory.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. All right. Because you're just doing it backwards. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, you guys don't have to wait for me.
Well, what we can do. So on the next slide, then, or the next spreadsheet, it shows like what the forecasts are without Babies R Us.
Okay.
And so if you don't have that stuff typed in yet, you could just look at my spreadsheet and then we could kind of talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
So Scott, did you make a decision then on what you thought they should be or do?
I guess I'm still not quite sure. So I was looking at those graphs. And if I understood those graphs right, it kind of looked like the one where they go with Babies R Us. To me, it looked like that one they ended up actually coming out of the hole in the end.
Where did those graphs at? Oh, they're there.
Yeah, I think this one's the one where they are using Baby RS, right?
So this one is without right here.
So yeah, so just based off of the graph alone, the one on the right. So that's for the whole year. It looks to me like they end still in the negative.
Yeah.
But I think when they go with Babies RS, I think that ends up coming out positive.
Red.
So, I mean, without any other consideration, that makes me lean towards going with Babies RS.
Does it kind of look like if they don't get a big order like they are with Babies R Us, and they'll go out of business?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it looked like to me.
And these graphs are interesting how like like this one is whack. All the different up and down and
Yeah. So in his office hour, he was explaining that like you buy capital, so it goes down, but then it makes you more efficient, and then you have to buy again, and that's why it looks like that.
oh,
It's your cash balance or whatever. So you spend yeah, I don't know.
no, that makes sense. That you got to spend the money to be able to improve things and then it
Yeah.
jumps back up and very interesting. Yes, so that definitely is a good point. That at least in this one they end up in making some money or have at least a cash or a positive cash flow. I wanted to see here. So in December of 2014. Oh, that's why it only goes. That's only for 2014. And then in these ones, gross margin, earnings before.
Oh, that shows other years, right?
Yes, down below.
Yeah, I didn't look at those.
I wish this was frozen there. Cash beginning. It doesn't ever give you a good I guess that. Your earnings in this one. So yeah, they're clear up at the end of quarter 4 of 2016, making like 1.7 million EBIAT. And on this one, without Babies R Us coming down here to the end of 2016, they're making 340,000. So it does look like they do eventually start making money. Like in 2015, they start making money. Quarter 2 of 2015 in this one, without Babies R Us, and
Why
then
does the graph look so
I think
negative?
that graph only goes to. Oh, there we go. No, this one has all the way into 2016. Why didn't it?
I thought it did, yeah.
Did the other one have? Didn't it only go to? Oh, it does too.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Why?
I don't understand how the graph doesn't match the numbers.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Well, maybe that's because this is the cumulative. So this would be the total of all the times that they've lost money. So this one, they do end up making that money, but combined with all of this money that they had been in the negative,
I
is
see.
where it actually ends up to there.
Yeah, because even, oh, this looks different. Sorry, I'm trying to go to it. Where are you? Okay, so they go up, so they're not, yeah, when you look at the number itself, they're not negative, but overall they've lost money.
Yeah. So then it does seem like the Babies R Us in the end would be the best opportunity in the long run, but then it's getting them to where is that 1.2 million enough to get them there?
Yeah, because she projected 1.5 million and they only made 1.2 and they couldn't get any more. And she just hoped that it would be enough,
Yeah.
which would make me uncomfortable as an investor a little bit. But
So where is it that I'm looking at that shows like where they're what the cash flows? Oh, here we go. Cash end of period. Yeah, so they really only have enough cash to get them to Q1 of 2015.
and then they're done. You mean without the deal?
Oh, that is because that's only 500,000 that they have. So that's not including the 1.2 million, right?
Oh, she's saying without the 1.2 million, they will have used up all of their resources. Yeah, I remember that was in the case study, I think.
So is the 1.2 million on top of 500,000 that they already have?
I don't think so. I'm going back to the case study.
Sorry if you guys are hearing my squeaky chair. So annoying.
You're good. You're hearing my dog snore, probably.
Nope, not catching that.
Oh, it's pretty loud. Oh, they're saying they could scale back the financing round to 500,000. Oh yeah, okay. She's saying if they go with Babies R Us, then they need 1.5. But if they decide not to go with Babies R Us, then they still need to raise 500,000 because, well, they don't need to, but they could raise 500,000 instead and focus on product development and improving its supply chain before going with a major retailer. They said it's less aggressive, but it's less risky. And it would keep their equity instead of giving up 25% to raise that 1.2 that they wanted to raise. Sorry, the 1.2 that they could raise.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. They are giving up a percentage of the business, aren't they?
Yeah, a fourth of their business. Even with the graphs showing that they'll make more in the long run with Babies R Us, I still said no. Because I just don't think they're ready. And they can't get the money and they have no financial history, so nobody wants to invest the money that she projected they needed. I just think they'll overexert themselves, and then anyway, none of it matters because Babies R Us is out of business, right? I put on my sheet, they should not invest because in 5 years from them getting the deal, they'll be out of business. That was just a side note.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, but looking at these numbers though, I don't even think with the 500,000 not going with Babies R Us, they have enough. It seems like this company is doomed no matter what.
Oh, kind of.
Because
Well, okay, let's be honest. It's kind of a dumb product. That's my opinion. I've never had a baby monitor really. But I know the market's really hot for it, so I don't know why they would go out of business.
so being a young parent, we have one of the it's like the sock, the Owlet sock that you put on the baby.
You do?
Yeah.
I've seen them, yeah.
And my wife thought she really liked it. My wife she worries a lot, and so for her it gave like that peace of mind. It had like the little green disc that was in our room, and then it'd go off every now and again if something happened. Usually just because they kind of like kick free, and so then it goes off in the middle of the night and wakes you up. But there was that peace of mind.
I wondered about that when I saw it. I'm like, I wonder if that wakes them up when they don't need to wake up.
Occasionally it would. So, and especially as she got older and like bigger, we just finally quit using it. But I mean, once they get a little bit bigger, it's easier to tell too if they're moving around or not.
Yeah.
So,
We co-sleep with our daughter. So
okay.
there's no reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. We have had them in their own room, but not until they're like 6 months or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, at that point.
And we were the opposite. At 2 months, our daughter was in her own room.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe I might even been sooner than that. And so we'll
It
see.
changed per kid for us. For our first, we couldn't get him out of our bed until he was like 2.5. And
Yeah.
then the second, I think it was 6 months.
Yeah.
But her brother was there with her, so and yeah.
Made it a little easier having him there.
Yeah. They just don't want to be alone, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So okay.
this is a real company, right?
I think so.
I think these are all real companies. But
Yeah.
I
I think so too. I've never heard of this one though, so
me
I didn't
neither.
try looking this one up like the last
Part
one.
of the outlet though that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I just see ads for it all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe they target me because I'm a parent.
Probably.
I'm like, wrong person.
So on this, like what when you guys looking at without the Babies R Us, you have the cumulative free cash flow. I mean, in the second month, it's already in the negative from the $500,000 that they've raised. And it
Yeah.
just
Well,
keeps
so the $500,000
increasing.
they raised though is going towards development. It's not like just to give them cash, right? It's for, if I can go back to it. I don't know. It's like, who keeps giving them money? To help with commercialization efforts. So I guess they're also using it for advertising and stuff. Or to get it to be commercialized.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, wait a sec. I'm looking at the wrong spot here. Okay. So it's at here. Here's where they finally run out of money. Q1 of 2015.
And that's without the deal, you mean?
That's without Babies R Us,
Good.
the $500,000.
My dog almost stepped on my daughter's head.
What month is that, Brennan?
That would be Q1 of 2015. Right here, this negative 73,000.
And that is without Babies R Us?
Yes.
But then they make it back up, don't they? Okay. No, go out. Yeah. No, Jace, it's 7 o'clock. Okay, how much longer? Sorry.
So then they do end up finally at the end of Q4 in 2016, they end with a positive cash balance. I wish cash beginning, cash end of period. Here we go. So then it definitely looks like they could end up making more by the end with Babies R Us.
So a question I have is, like, once they hit a month where they have negative cash flow, like, are they done at that point?
Or do they just have to raise more money?
I don't know. That's my question too, because if they don't have any money to run off of, like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's nice if you could get to 2016, but if you don't have money to pay people,
Yeah, because they would, with Babies R Us, they'd run out of money in August of 2014, and then they would have to make it all the way until Q1 of 2016. So like basically a year and a half before they finally started making money again.
so I guess with that exercise we did on that other sheet, I guess kind of shows how they have other options where they can sell their receivables.
Oh yes, right here.
Which, so I know that only takes us through 1 year, and it kind of seems like we're setting them up to for failure, like at the beginning of the next year.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of wonder if there's something they can do along these lines to get them through those negative months
Yeah.
till
They
they get
started
back
out
to where they're
positive
making.
this year, right?
Say that again, April. You cut out.
They started out positive, didn't they, this year? Or sorry, in whatever the year is that we're starting, 2014, I think. Or is it 2013?
I guess it doesn't really say. Revenue.
Is it just that catch line at the bottom?
Oh yeah, duh. Oh, but this is after we changed stuff too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we're saying that we can fix things to make it so they'll do fine without it.
I think so. I think you and Scott are right that it's like, okay, Babies R Us probably is a better decision because you can make more money, but you have to tweak it to be able to make it through that period. So that's why they give us this.
Because it's so aggressive, such aggressive growth.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like going off of the numbers, right? And I think this class is geared more towards that. But I am always kind of interested in the more philosophical discussion about kind of what you're talking about, April. Like, are they really ready to grow? Do they have the supply chain?
My thing is, assuming that Babies R Us didn't go out of business, in their mind, Babies R Us will always be there. No, no, you have to get out, please. Nope, out.
And then the other part that I was thinking about was how they have like their second generation model that they're working on.
Yeah.
I guess I was kind of just thinking, why not wait to get that second generation out there?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because they're working on another model, and because in their mind, Babies R Us will always be there, and especially if they're more developed, they'll definitely pick them up. It's not like this is their only opportunity to get in with Babies R Us. But the problem is, like, if they get with Babies R Us right now and they don't succeed because it looks kind of risky. I mean, their projections make it look good, but I don't even know if their projections are right. But if they don't do well within those 9 months, I think they said, then Babies R Us isn't going to pick them up again when they come out with their second model. So they'll have lost their opportunity when they weren't ready to do it in the first place.
Or some other company similar to them comes in and makes the deal with Babies R Us, and then they're tied in, and then Babies R Us isn't interested anymore too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was kind of the other side of the coin there.
But I mean, there's so many products like that. They could have competing products on the shelf.
That's true.
Babies R Us has so much diversity. I mean, had so much diversity. It's sad.
But just going off of the numbers though, I'd say that they should probably make the deal.
We have to agree, don't we?
Let me see here. Okay, so we vote should give each person who voted a chance to say why. So there's a couple compare your correct worksheet tab.
All right, I have to go plug my computer in.
You know, it doesn't. I don't think we have to be on the same agreement this time.
Okay.
Have to do what?
So we've discussed what was at stake in the decision. We've discussed some of the different factors we should consider when we're making our decision. We've discussed how it affects their equity. So it says if we increase earnings before income and after taxes divided by sales and hold everything else equal, time to pay back either increases, decreases, or remains the same. So if we increase that, that would be, I think, from the first worksheet, wasn't it? Calculating. No. I'm coming back here to this, to the initial one, just to see. Okay. So on this spreadsheet, says if we increase this, so we'll say let's increase that to something big, like you said, like shocking it in the video, 40%. Then our time to pay this back, whatever it is that we borrow, I guess would decrease because we have a much bigger cumulative cash flow.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then if we take it back to like the 5%, it takes a lot longer to pay all this off that we borrowed. So are we good on that?
I think so.
The next question it says that we have to answer is, says discuss until the group settled on a single response. If the NOA, net operating assets divided by sales increase, cash flow either increases, decreases, or remains the same. Okay, so going back over here to our graph, that would be this one. So if this one increases to say 45%, let's say our cash flow decreases dramatically.
Decrease, like all those, did all those flip to negative?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's because your like operating assets, the amount of money you have to invest in your assets increases. And so that would be why it just takes more. So you're spending more cash on like your equipment and that kind of stuff. So your cash flow would decrease.
Okay.
Is that how you guys understand that?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I had to go in my living room. So I'm a little distracted by kids.
No problem.
That's Riker back there.
How old is he?
That one's 4.
Yeah, I
This
have
is
my
this one's 8. He doesn't know you're there. Sorry, what were you going to say, Scott?
my oldest is 3, and yeah, she's at the stage where she likes to climb up on me and ride on my back and stuff.
Yeah. That one's Kate. She's 6.
Bill.
Hi, Kate.
She's wearing my shirt to bed. I don't remember her asking, but
I'm wearing Dad's shirt to bed.
okay, guys. All right, distractions.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right. So it says teach one another. Oh, well, compare your prep worksheet tab. We have compared. So I think we're all pretty much in the same boat, or at least similar boats.
Looks like I almost killed someone.
And then it says teach one another how you approach the question in the model. What questions do you still have about the model? So do you guys have, is there any other questions on there on this
Hold on.
class prep worksheet?
Probably. Okay, let me look. How I feel like here.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Healing.
Definitely having flashbacks to accounting. I did not enjoy those classes at all. Anyway, we don't have to, we can put our own individual answers in here, right? Like we don't have to
Yes.
make all of our spreadsheets line up. Okay.
They don't have to line up.
So even if we say our strategy, we can have a different strategy, is what I mean.
Yes.
Like on the, okay.
But on our group write-up, like the group assignment that I have to do, it does say decide as a group what you would do.
That's just for the write-up.
Yeah.
You guys are both leaning towards doing the Babies R Us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just vote. And then obviously that would be it. Riker.
So is your decision to stay
Can't
small?
get away. Can't get
Pretty
away
much
that.
Yeah. Well,
Can't get away that.
Not necessarily the number side of it, but more of the reasoning side of it.
I
Yeah,
killed
yeah.
someone.
I think I'm just better at the reasoning qualitative stuff,
Qualitative.
but the numbers I'm not. I mean, I see where you guys are coming from
Sorry.
for sure, based off of the numbers. And it's probably just me personally, because, yeah, I just think slow growth is a good strategy. Staying out of so much debt and keeping your equity, and
Bye bye.
there's got to be a way that they can, have some more positive cash flow without doing Babies R Us, but maybe there isn't. Maybe Babies R, I mean, I don't know why, maybe they should try other avenues, like going into Target or something.
Mom, I'm
They'd still have to go really big, but I
down.
feel like they wouldn't have to be as big as Babies
They're
R
the
Us.
ones who should be brought down.
It seems like Babies R Us was the biggest they could go, and they just jumped, or they're jumping.
Dad, Mom. Dad,
Anyway,
Mom.
that's not our decision though.
Dad.
They're like either not doing
Mom,
anything
Dad.
big or Babies R Us.
Mom, Dad.
Shh. Shh.
So
That helps. I'm done.
I just noticed that on this one, it has stuff, the answers that we're supposed to type in on number 3.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
Is that,
I think that's just changing the equity.
Remember what I'm going to die.
So at formation, they had 100% equity. And then during their seed rounds, 68% is the founders, seed investors is 32%. Their new investors would be 25 if they took Babies R Us, or it would be 0 if they didn't. Actually, I don't know if it be, I don't think they were losing any equity when they with their. So I feel like it's just you playing with it. It doesn't actually have to be a specific thing. Oh wait, does it?
I think it does because these X's. Okay, so the new investors for sure is 25%.
Okay, all right. I gotta get in here.
What did they get? Did they have any angel investors that helped them start out in the beginning?
They had angel investors that gave them 2,500, right? Why am I having a hard time? It will not let me type this in.
Bunny, get this guy off.
Oh, I know why.
Get this guy off.
Just want to play with it. See what happens. Shushy.
Get out of my hair.
Feels like the investors are going to have nothing left after all of this.
Okay, so they
Let's
raised
go, Fox.
5,000
Yes. Star Wolf.
in seed capital.
You kill him.
Yeah.
to start with.
Sorry, how much? You said 500?
500,000.
Okay. Yeah.
Angel. Wait, Angel.
You have to be quiet, okay?
So that would mean if their seed investors had 32% at 500,000,
Why is that off?
okay, how would we calculate that math? I gotta look at this for a second. If 32% is 500,000.
I am tough. You don't think so.
They gave up 32% of their company, 500,000.
I believe so, yeah.
Do you guys watch Shark Tank ever?
Sometimes.
They
Yeah.
have.
You've never seen Shark Tank? Stop. It's
I've
really
heard of
interesting.
it.
I really like it.
I guess I've seen a
You
few
guys-
clips from it.
Hey, where's the water bottle? Wait. There's more water.
Wait,
No more water.
we could just do 32
close it.
here. Nope, that's not right either.
What is that? How for the plate and
Do you guys have any ideas as to how we would calculate this?
So what page was that on that you were looking at?
On page 2,
Okay, I'm on that page then.
the second to last paragraph.
It just says that that's how much they're raising. It doesn't say anything about equity though. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not even on page 2. Yes, I am.
It's mine.
Riker, quiet. Riker, quiet. Did you guys finish the video? I don't know if he addressed it or not. I didn't because I didn't finish it.
I
didn't have a
very-
chance.
Oh, that took some.
I'm just looking to see because I think I have.
okay. Plus 1200.
So he went over another case study. Am I just? I don't know what that is. Hey,
That's what
Riker,
we have to do the essay on this weekend. that's due on Saturday.
I haven't even looked at that stuff.
This guy off TV.
Be really quiet. Thank you.
Okay, I think this is the total amount of money that they've put into this. So then,
Hmm.
so if you multiply,
I know like what the answer key says for it. But I don't know why it works.
I don't know how. I forgot. How do we do a flip?
Oh, they,
Pull back and push down.
we have to do a
That's
spreadsheet
not the
for
one.
this too. Dang
Pull
it.
back and push right.
There's only one more to go, Daddy.
Yes, there is.
He's right behind me.
He is. You gotta get him quickly. Oh,
I-
you almost had him. You almost had him.
Oh,
Okay,
no!
turn around. Okay, turn left. Turn left. Right left. Oh, he's on your tail. 1 minute. You only have a minute. He's right there. He's right there.
I don't
On
see
your
him.
left. Now he's on your tail.
Can you let him
Pull
go?
back and hit right.
it's
Or left.
68%
Not sure.
times 75%. And this one is 32% times 75% because 75% of the ownership belongs to the
Shooting him.
founder
He's
and
not going. I'm not going to get him in time.
Turn left. Turn left.
Wait, what?
Right left. Right left. There it is. Get it.
I went in here on the answer key.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's doing flip.
Okay, stop freaking out. Calm down.
Oh, I hate him.
You've almost got it.
He's Star Wolf.
Jace, you've almost got it.
0.68
Star Wolf. I
times
can't get him in
0.75.
time.
So like
That's
Ah,
not
ow, Breaker.
the founders own 68% of the company.
This is going in circles.
These own 32.
Get it, get it, get
I
it.
can't.
Well,
Got
75% of that total share,
Work, son.
25% of that total share would be these guys.
Why take care of the bomb?
So that it doesn't blow up.
So that thing doesn't blow up?
Oh,
Why?
I think I get it. Because
Why?
You didn't want that to blow up.
Why?
when the new investors come on, they're going to
It's all
25% of the company. So then the other
Yeah,
two
the other time you
groups,
failed. This time you did it.
I
same
actually
percentage
did
that they had
it.
before of the remaining
I'll have to deal with
75%.
this thing next time. Did I kill him?
You took him out. Yeah, good job.
Did I kill him?
I think it makes sense in my
Probably
mind
not,
now.
because your guys don't die when they get shot down.
Dad,
You might have. I don't.
Dad,
What?
I remember me. Me.
E? The word?
Times
Okay.
Dad, since I found out I'm going to the lava one.
Jack.
75.
Just do it.
Jack.
2
Not now.
times
Why do you do it?
5.
It's hard, but I don't care.
Okay, cool. So basically, I think my way
Yeah.
of understanding this,
Please don't whistle now.
Daddy, is this lava?
these guys down here, the new
Yes,
investors,
I think it
basically
might
bought
actually be the same.
25% of their share. So now they only own 75% of what they used to own.
Lava. Oh,
And the
Oh. That, I know, that totally makes sense to me. Okay.
the same with the founders, they only and
Everybody's multiplying by the remaining 75% because they're taking a flat 25.
yes.
Jace, you gotta shoot at stuff.
I get it.
why? What do
So
I
you
feel?
Interesting.
Get. There.
Okay, so
those.
if
Shoot
after
those.
completing this financing in
Get those
December
shields. Get those
2013,
shields.
you were
What
given
shields? Those
an
rings.
offer of $12 million.
I do need those
company,
rings. Of course I do.
or would
Your
you-
No.
shields are almost gone, dude.
What shields?
Your shields. Your health gauge.
Sorry, is that 12 million or 1.2 million? Jace, please stop touching my computer.
12 million.
Yes, you.
Okay.
I need you. It's gonna
Get
be
that
help.
one. Get that
Would
one.
you sell or would you continue to execute?
Get
Yes,
those. Get
help.
those. Yes.
Are they saying an offer of 12 million to sell your company then?
Uh,
Oh, I got you. Guess it depends on your motivation,
All of these help.
but it definitely is worth 12 million. I don't know. I guess
Do
I can't
we-
say that because how many years?
Do we have any information that would indicate how much the company is worth?
That will
Riker.
help me.
Move your leg.
So, well, if you look at it in December of 2013, oh, so that's right before all of this started, as is. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I needed those.
I kind of think I would because at the
No,
end,
that's not him. Health. Need help.
where is their cash at? Like all their total
Oh, that
cash,
was a bomb.
I think equals 12.
Ooh. Bombs are helpful.
They got all those things.
Oh.
More shit.
No.
Yeah, they don't
These
even
are not that monster yet.
12 million
That gives me everything.
at the end of quarter 4, and so of 2016.
Yes, that really helps.
They got those guys.
I guess we would
They're
probably assume that
They're
all of their
birds.
assets combined with their
Yeah,
cash
they are, yeah.
probably doesn't exceed 12 million.
She does.
That's the assumption in my mind, but I'm not sure if that's
Oh,
actually
dang it,
true.
I didn't get that.
I mean,
Oh,
I
this
don't
is
know how
him?
it could be
Yes,
true
I
though,
knew it.
because they originally got what, 2.5 million or something.
She was
Shoot
ours.
his arm. I know.
And
I know how to play this.
yeah, they're
I
totally,
think
yeah.
Ha ha!
based off of what we know, I think I
on?
would sell.
Yes.
But I think you have to project like, you know,
Thanks for the help.
do they have the potential of making that much and
She
more on
does.
their own?
He's gonna come back later.
I would still sell,
Like now.
but you know, that's just me.
With the book out.
Yeah.
It's almost
It does. Yeah.
So decide
oh, I hate him.
who's not in any.
Pretty
Now.
hard.
Which would you choose and
Get his
why?
arm, get his arm, get his arm.
Okay, so that pretty much answers that question then.
Arm.
Yeah,
We did all of this. We completed that.
2 arms.
Let me just make sure.
What do I have to shoot at now?
I don't remember.
His
It
mouth?
looks like his head or his mouth.
It's his mouth.
Back one.
And he's trying to swing
Make sure.
lava so he doesn't get killed.
Okay, we do have to
Yes,
do a
health.
summary of
Thanks, dude. You're helping me. He's gonna come out somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah, I know.
You're almost gone. I don't know if he'll make it.
So I
Leave it
don't know.
Need that head gone.
I
Oh,
don't think you're gonna make it.
ready to summarize and wrap it
I
up.
think I am.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Nope.
I guess our decision based off of the projections that we've seen would be to pursue the Babies R Us opportunity, because at the end of this period and with a little bit of tweaking of their account
Yep.
this
receivable
isn't him.
and accounts payable,
When it comes to the big one, it's him.
quite a bit more money.
Right now, it's not
if
him.
they were to go with the slow growth
Yeah.
opportunity.
I will get him.
We also said though,
Wait,
if the opportunity came up to sell
bombs
the
would help.
million, that
To
we would
kill
do
him.
that and not
It
pursue
wouldn't. Oh,
anything.
now all I need is health here.
Function.
That's no health.
Pretty much
There's
sums
the
it up.
way.
Good.
Can I come up?
Good. That doesn't help at
Alright,
all.
well, you guys got anything else?
These guys.
No, that's great.
Okay.
You guys are more analytical than me, so it's helpful to like see what you're thinking.
I think it'll be good. We'll all just keep bouncing off of each other as the semester goes, and hopefully, the more we do these, the better we'll get.
Health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
Thanks.
All right.
Yep. Thank you guys. So we
So
will.
next week I'll lead.
Yep. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
Could we do like 6:15 or 6:30 next Thursday?
Yeah.
That works for me. Yep. Do we
Okay.
just want to just say 6:30?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
That sounds good to me.
Health would be helpful.
Claire, you're cool
All right.
with picking up Kate next week if I drop her off?
That's fine.
It's coming up now.
So,